Hello to everyone. In this lesson, we will talk about nonverbal communication, used to sending and receiving messages without words. Nonverbal communication is also called body language and has a much greater weight than verbal communication. It is a series of reactions that we express through mimics, gestures, posture, the way we look, and facial expression. These signals can repeat, contradict, replace, supply, or emphasize the message expressed by words. The importance of nonverbal communication was demonstrated in 1967 by Albert Mehrabian, who concluded that only 7% of the message is transmitted through verbal communication, while 38% is transmitted through voice and 55% through body language. So the body provides conscious and subconscious signals, and if what we say is not synchronized with our nonverbal language, we can send the wrong message. I will relate the main reasons why nonverbal communication is important. It helps those around you to understand what you are saying. For example, if you are talking about an issue of great importance to you, your facial expression and gestures help others understand the importance of the message. Also, if you smile or nod your head, you show others that you are listening and that you agree with them. The second reason is that you can show that you believe in yourself. Many times, confident people express this. Moreover, those who want to appear more confident, for example at a job interview, should keep their shoulders straight, their head in a relaxed position, and maintain eye contact. And the third is that it helps you make a good first impression. It is believed that the person in front of you forms an impression of you in less than 7 seconds before saying something. That's why it is important to pay attention to nonverbal communication. Recent studies have revealed the types of nonverbal communication. Although certain cues and signals may be obvious or subtle, there is a consensus that there are different types of nonverbal communication. The first type is facial expressions, which are responsible for a significant percentage of nonverbal communication. Think how much information is expressed by a smile. Very often you see a person's face first before we hear the voice. Nonverbal communication is also manifested through facial expressions called microexpressions. Basically, the things we feel are displayed with the help of the facial muscles and betray the emotions we have. The length of a microexpression is extremely short, less than a second. Through microexpressions, nonverbal communication expresses a range of emotions. The most common are anger, fear, joy, happiness, disgust, contempt, and sadness. They are fundamental and universal because they can be recognized in any person. The second type is gestures. Regular or spontaneous movements can be important signals in communication. Pointing with the index finger, waving the hand, illustrating the OK sign, or using the fingers to express a number are the most common. Others may be arbitrary or cultural. For example, we can look at the clock or roll our eyes to suggest that the speaker is boring. The third type is the paralinguistic elements. They can include tone of voice, timbre, inflections. Remember, the tone of voice has an effect on how a sentence is perceived. Said in a strong tone, the listener can perceive approval and enthusiasm. The same words, spoken in a hesitant tone, can convey disapproval and lack of interest. The fourth type, body language and posture, can also reveal a lot about a person. Although these details have only been studied since 1970s, it appears that body language is much more subtle than hand position and is perceived in different ways by the receiver. Hands can reveal a lot about a person's state of mind. Analyzing some common nonverbal tics, we know that cracking fingers indicates restlessness, boredom, and anxiety. Repetitive finger play indicates nervousness or a desire to say something. Movement of objects, such as a pen, reveals impatience and insecurity. Palms inside indicates openness, interest, and lightness. Covering a hand can indicate conflicting feelings or insecurity. Hands clasped to the chest indicate fear and a defensive person. When it comes to nonverbal leg communication, we tend to notice especially if a person is sitting leg crossed. Although this position was long thought to be a defensive one, recently it has been shown to be adopted many times when the stay is long. Constant leg movement can indicate stress, worry, nervousness, or anger. Wide open legs indicate security, self-confidence, and a leadership position in the case of men. The leg cross state can mean relaxation, confidence in your own strength, and attention to the person in front of you. The eyes play a vital role in nonverbal communication, and staring or blinking are important nonverbal behaviors. When people spend time with someone they like, the blink rate increases and the pupils dilate. A person's gaze can indicate different emotions, from interest to hostility. Some researchers use gaze to determine how honest is a person. Normally, steady eye contact is a sign that the person is telling the truth. People who do not maintain eye contact are perceived as liars or shy. The clothes and hair also represent elements of nonverbal communication, which can trigger psychological reactions, interpretations, and judgments. Reflect what you think when you see a person for the first time. What the shoes not fit less tells you, the way the hair is tied. And the last type, objects, images, and tools can also reveal information about a person. Like your avatar image used in online interactions, it communicates certain things about you. Similarly, in the case of people who put certain person items on the desk. In conclusion, we note that the elements of nonverbal communication say much more about us than what we actually say. So pay attention to the tips and recommendations, practice, and over time your posture, gestures, and tone will be in line with the message you want to express and will help you communicate more easily. Thank you for watching this lesson. See you.